This is my big haircut reveal.
Oh, it is.
Don't you love when you get a new haircut or like do something different with your hair and people are like, "Oh my gosh, do you like it?
Do you love it?
Do you love it?" And
Yeah.
it's like,
Your hair looks great. If you're not over on the YouTube already, first of all,
"What the
what are you
heck
doing?
are you doing?"
Welcome to the Fuzzy Pod. I'm your co-host, Megan.
And I'm Maddie.
And here on the Fuzzy Pod, we love to talk about all the things that give us those warm, fuzzy feelings, which usually includes a lot of nostalgia from the late 90s and the early 2000s. Which
We love to age ourselves.
Speaking of 90s, okay?
Okay.
Your hair? Is it giving,
It's
is it giving 90s a
lob.
little? It's so cute.
Long bob.
I feel like we kind of
Wait,
have
hang on.
matching hair a little bit. Mine's starting to grow out finally. We're going to switch. We're going to
Your
switch
hair
hairs.
is like so long.
It's grown like kind of fast,
Your
it
hair's
feels
so
like.
long. Wait,
I feel like I just chopped it recently and it's already, it sounds like I'm doing like a light brag or something, but I'm not. It's just funny to me. Like it just feels so much longer already.
yeah, when you have your hair short, when it starts to grow, it feels like it grows really fast.
It really does. Like I don't get to
I
sit
mean-
in the short hair period that long, it feels like.
Unless you get your hair cut like every 3 months.
Mm.
Your hair
But who has
grows
the
like
time or
what?
the
Like a
money?
half inch each month or something?
Is that really what it does on average?
I think so.
So
I
at
think
this
mine grows
rate,
faster. But then I was researching it and apparently it like caps out at 0.7 inches a month.
Huh.
Like it's the
Scientifically.
scientific.
So
yeah.
even if you were taking all these extra supplements and things for
I
promoting
think
hair
it
growth,
I think it caps out.
what?
I think so. But like
all a
for
scam.
why?
Yeah,
Like,
whoever
why?
designed us, can I speak to the architect?
Can I speak to the manager? Because like what if I wanted to grow faster?
No, seriously.
But anyways, my hair was very long. I think I probably cut off a foot.
a foot? No, actually, though, your
Like
hair
12
was
inches.
so
I
long
literally
before.
think so.
You look like a different person.
I literally think so. Because it was like, I cut off like that much.
Did it feel good? Does it feel good?
Yeah, I feel so much healthier. It was so crispy.
Did you color it too, or just cut it?
No, this is like leftover color, one thing at a time. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my color.
That's fair.
But I think we're just going to do like what it kind of faded into. Because I had red. And it's kind of like now like a brown.
like a blonde. A blonde would be kind of cute.
No, I'm never going blonde.
Blonde?
Blonde is like a version of blonde. No?
Nah, it's just blonde. No, it's blonde. It is blonde.
It's
Blonde is
disgusting on
blonde.
me. It's disgusting on me.
Really?
I'm not a blonde. Remember those photos I sent you and I said I was blonde? Because I was blonde for a year apparently. And I
You
don't
blocked
remember
it out.
that. I literally suppressed it because I was like, oh my God, I look so fugly.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Put the picture up on the screen.
besides hair, we are actually here to talk about something that's happening very soon.
I thought we were just talking about my hair.
She's like, I thought this was an episode just about me.
You
What
said
do you
pick
mean?
out your best outfit. And I thought that was because
No, we are actually dressed up, Maddie, because we are talking about the Oscars, the
the
Academy
Oscar
Awards.
himself. If you want some of a history lesson of the
Uh-huh.
Oscars, you can listen to our last year's episode.
Yeah, last year's Oscar episode, we kind of looked back on some of our favorite red carpet looks. We talked about some of the most iconic moments and a little bit of the history.
How the Oscars got their name.
This year's
Still unclear.
still uncertain.
Still uncertain. Who is Oscar? We may never know.
We may never know. But award season is among us once again, and it's probably the biggest night in all of cinema. Yeah, I would say so. It's the 97th
It's kind of
annual
mid.
Academy Awards, by the way. Almost 100 years
What do you think
of
they're
doing
going to do
this.
for 100 years?
Who's to say?
Hopefully we're there.
Who's hosting?
Hopefully we're hosting
We'll be hosting in
the
3
Fuzzy
years.
Pod.
Also, this was in my notes. I was like, we don't need to get into the why it has two names of it all because it's the Academy Awards and the Oscars because we got into that, in last
year.
year's episode.
Yeah, so go back.
But basically,
homework
the
like we
short
did.
of it is, it's rumored that they are referred to as the Oscars because a producer or somebody that worked for the Academy Awards thought that the award looked like
Looks
someone
like
they
her
knew
Uncle Oscar or something.
named Oscar. So
there you go.
but today, we're
I don't
going
know
to
why
be...
you gave them that for free. They should have gone and done their homework.
Well, that's because there's still literally so much to get into from last year's episode. But today, Maddie, we're going to be discussing this year's nominees and our predictions. And I'll keep it real with you guys.
The nominees are...
Movies I've never seen. Woo! Which is why the bulk of today's episode is actually going to be us giving out awards to movies from our childhood, okay? The bulk of today's episode are going to be nostalgia-based awards, categories that we came up with, and we will be awarding them the Fuzzy Award.
And we are the Academy in this instance.
In this scenario.
Isn't the people who are part of the Academy supposed to be anonymous?
I think so. Oh.
Are they? Some anonymous persons at the Fuzzy podcast team.
Just kidding. It's us. We can do things
We're
differently here. We're the Academy. It's just us two and our rules go. So if you don't like it.
Is that true though? Did I make that up?
No.
It's supposed to be like anonymous?
I think it is supposed to be anonymous. That way people can't like campaign too hard or give money. But
yeah,
I'm
or
pretty
like
sure
bribe.
they do.
But aren't like certain like actors and stuff a part of the Academy as well?
I would imagine so. It's different than like the Grammys because, first of all, I feel like the Grammys let anyone in because I was a part of the Grammys voting board at one point.
Oh my gosh, did you vote?
A couple times, yeah.
Oh my god, who'd you vote for?
I don't remember.
Spill the tea.
You're supposed to only vote in categories that you feel that you can
speak to. That feels so sketchy. There's no consistency.
Also, it basically, like, the only reason I'm not still a part of the voting, like, whatever the Grammys is, it costs money, and I didn't feel like paying it anymore.
So if you could pay, could you get back in?
Maybe. At this point, no, I'd have to resubmit or something, and I haven't put out music in a while, so they'd be like, who are you?
You could try.
I could try.
Yeah, I should try.
You could try. Release some music if you give them money. Honestly, anyone who's willing to give them money,
basically you're saying,
you can vote.
You're saying all I need to do is be rich.
The first time I got in, though, I got invited. And then it was a fee going forward from there.
Was it like a Hogwarts situation where an owl brought you a letter?
I wish it was that cool. It was more like an email.
What would be like the animal for the Grammys?
Ooh, for the Grammys, that would like let you know.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be something like, I'm imagining a big cat of some kind.
Yeah.
Like a tiger or maybe not a lion, maybe a puma of some kind, a cheetah.
A cheetah.
Very sleek, very elegant. I could see it.
I love it.
The spots. So, okay. Should we just go ahead and
let's just get through what the nominations are so we can get to what we really want to talk about, which is our choice of
yes,
Oscar winners.
Because who cares about the 97th Annual Academy Awards?
Here's the thing. It's 97. That's not really special. If it was like 95 or,
or 100 in 3 years.
Catch us.
Really
it's going to be a big episode.
We're going to watch all the movies that are nominated.
Every movie that's nominated. But this year, I think I've watched maybe 2.
I am not joking when I say this first category. I have not seen any.
Also, is Nosferatu nominated?
I don't know that it is. And so, is this even a real list?
On it.
But you know what
Crazy
is style? The memes to come out of the Nosferatu movie alone made it worth seeing, okay? I mean, it was a beautiful piece of cinema, don't get me wrong.
Did we already talk about how I completely missed that he hung dong?
Yeah, you did.
Or fake dong?
Yeah, you did.
I just can't believe that.
Yeah. If you want to get into it again.
No, I don't need to get into it again. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew. Because I was like, why was everyone talking about that there's like a bunch of nudity?
And there wasn't really, honestly.
No, there really wasn't.
No.
I thought it was going to be more sexual.
It wasn't.
And it wasn't. And I'm not mad about that.
No. I know what you mean.
But like, yeah.
Everyone was like up in arms.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
And I'm like on the more prudish side. I'll be real. I'm not a full prude.
Yeah.
But like I come from a prude background.
Yeah.
And
it runs deep. It runs deep.
It runs very deep. And I was like, oh, it's not, I don't know.
You're like, show me more dick.
I'm like, actually, my complaint is that I didn't see enough of Nosferatu's fake front.
Enough balls. Cut that out.
Oh no, I'm leaving it in.
Cut that out.
Don't say things you don't want in here. All right,
I'm all hyped up on Diet Coke.
And the Oscar goes to, we're going to make our predictions here, starting with actor in a leading role. The nominees are Adrian Brody in The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes in Conclave. I did not say that right.
No, sorry. Go back to the other one because...
Hold on. We'll talk about him.
Sebastian...
Hold on. We'll Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice. All right, now we can commentate. That's going to be the rule for
That's
today.
mi
We have to read through them,
Okay,
get through them,
fine.
and then we make
Okay,
commentary.
fine.
Otherwise, we'll never finish this. Let's be honest.
The only name I know on that list is Timothy Chalamet.
That's the only movie. Okay, The Brutalist I was going to see, and then it didn't work out timing-wise because it's a 3.5-hour movie with an intermission.
But that one has an intermission. I do want to see that movie.
Yes, me too. That is high on my list.
That is high on my list as well.
But at this rate, I'm just like, well, you know what? It's still showing in theaters, so
I feel like we should go. Because I don't
go.
think I'll watch it at home, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. And there's something about, like, I don't know, still going to see things at the movie theater. I do love.
At the theater, seeing a good film.
It's much different than sitting on your couch, with your dogs. Even though I love that, this type of movie doesn't feel like it lends itself towards that.
Now, does this Sing have anything to do with Sing the animated motion picture?
Actually, it's a prison movie.
Oh.
About a man who was wrongfully in prison for a crime he didn't commit, Maddie. So, how do you feel about that joke now? By a weary outsider, okay, he finds purpose staging an original comedy with a theater group of other incarcerated men. So
It is like Sing.
There is maybe an element of the stage, okay?
Wow, you're trying to make me feel bad for that. That's crazy.
There is an element. Okay, Coleman Domingo is a national treasure, though.
Literally, who is that? I'm so uncultured these days.
My prediction, with literally nothing to support it at all, because I haven't seen any of these, just pure vibes. I'm gonna go with Adrian Brody, the Brutalist.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking this man up because I don't think I've seen anything that he's been in. Sorry, I'm distracted. I agree with you.
Coleman
Final
Domingo
answer.
is my second, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Adrian Brody, the Brutalist. All right, Maddie, do you want to read our next category?
I do. The next category is the actor in a supporting role, and the nominees are. Well, this is just mean. You gave me the one with the hard names. You did that on purpose.
I did not mean to. We're
okay, so
popcorning
for
here.
Anora, Yura Borisov. We're gonna go with it. For A Real Pain, which I also have not seen that movie, Kieran Culkin.
Woo, woo, applause, applause.
For A Complete Unknown, Edward Norton. For The Brutalist, Guy Pearce. And for The Apprentice, Jeremy Strong.
The one I'd like to see, Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin. Yeah, me too. I'd like to see that.
My guess? Maybe the actor from Anora. I feel like Anora had lots of Oscar buzz around it as a whole.
100%. I don't...
I'm laughing at us making predictions.
Of movies we've never seen. Wait, the budget for Anora was only $6 million.
Slay.
That feels really low.
Oh yeah, because I think they did a lot of like guerrilla style shooting.
Guerrilla marketing.
But no, also like filming. Not getting licensed for things.
I love that.
And just like
I do want to see that movie. That one's on my list too. You're on my list.
All of these are.
I mean, not all of them, if I'm being honest. Because here's the thing: is I always have to be real with myself of like what I'm actually gonna watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like part of me is like, of course, like it would be so fun to like watch all the movies. But, anyways,
she said, "Who has the time?"
But who has the time? I got 16 jobs.
You also have an AMC movie pass, so like you can see all these practically for free.
The thing is like I need to start going to the movies alone. Period.
Okay, because it's hard to like coordinate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, wait. So what's your unqualified prediction? We have to go through these fast.
I'm gonna go with Guy Pearce, the Brutalist.
Love it,
because I don't know who that is.
All right, here we go. Actress in a leading role, and the nominees are Cynthia Erivo, Wicked. Woo! Carla Sofia Gascon, Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison, Anora, Demi Moore for The Substance, Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here.
Okay, The Substance is one that we also need to watch.
I know.
That one for sure has to be.
Mikey Madison, Anora.
I'm gonna go Demi Moore.
Yeah, that would be cool to see.
Demi, how do you say it? Demi
Moore.
Moore. Gimme more.
Well, we'll see
Demi.
who's right
I think it's going to be her.
when the Academy Awards are.
I think that's my final guess.
All right, actress in a supporting role. Who are the nominees, Maddie?
Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown. Ariana Grande for Wicked. Felicity Jones, The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini,
Close.
Conclave. Zoe Saldana, Emily Perez. Emilia? Ah, dang it.
I'm just going to say the one I think would be fun to see, and the fun choice is Wicked.
Yeah, I don't really want her to win, though. 'Cause
Why?
I'm like a hater.
Why are you... Okay. Does it not take more effort, though, to be a hater instead of just appreciating what she did in that role?
No, I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she was cast in that. I just don't think she should win an award for it.
That'd be so cool. Then she could be on her way to an EGOT. Not many people get those. Maddie's like, I don't care. So who's your choice then? Who's your prediction? That's my prediction. Ariana Grande for Wicked.
What is Conclave? What's that movie?
That's why I said this is not the bulk of today's episode. That's why we gotta move fast.
Okay, I'm
because
gonna go Felicity Jones, The Brutalist.
It's a thriller mystery. All right.
A thristery.
With Ruff Fiennes. That's the name I messed up. Stanley Tucci's in it too. Well, now why
I'm
is
just like channeling John Travolta with my pronunciation.
the wickedly talented Adele Dazeem? All right, and finally, the last category that we are definitely unqualified to give our predictions of. Flow.
That was so anticlimactic.
Animated feature film. Flow. Inside Out 2. Memoir of a Snail. Wallace and Gromit. Vengeance Most Foul.
I need to watch that one.
And The Wild Robot.
Okay, the only ones I've seen are Inside Out 2 and The Wild Robot.
Honestly,
The Wild Robot would be pretty sick if that one.
The Wild Robot, it's between The Wild Robot and Wallace and Gromit for me. I think I'm going to go Wallace and Gromit.
I love Wallace and Gromit. I would love to see them win.
What's your final prediction? You said The Wild Robot?
I think Wild Robot. I don't know. I felt like a very unique style. Yeah. And the story was beautiful.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just
You are laughing at
No,
me.
I'm laughing at the general us like putting on our cinephile hats.
Unqualified.
We're like, and the
so
nominees are
Yo.
movies. But that's why we're gonna talk about the movies we actually know and care deeply about from our childhood.
I
Sorry,
feel
continue.
like very genuine, like that I borrowed this outfit for a red carpet because I left the tag on.
Mine
I said I'm actually poor.
Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot to ask the most important question. Who are you wearing today, Maddie?
I'm like a little embarrassed on who I'm wearing because I feel like they've been ripping off small creators.
Okay. So you don't want to shout it out, but you want to describe what you're wearing then?
I'm wearing a chocolate brown dress. It's a like baby doll style dress.
Yes.
With ruffles.
She's like, what's the word? What's the word?
Yeah.
I love it.
She's
It's
cute.
a beautiful, dark, rich chocolate brown with a triangle top.
With a bikini top.
Bikini top. I'm wearing a thrifted $4 dress that me and Maddie found in Destin,
Slay.
Florida.
Slay. We like Destin, Florida. They really popped off with their thrifting.
They really
Them
did.
Grannies.
They kind of had some hot fire there.
Yeah, they
like,
did.
This is legitimate vintage from what I remember.
Yeah, remember we got like Italian shoes?
Yes.
Like hand cobbled shoes.
Real leather.
Real leather shoes. And then we also got like, but they kind of knew what they had though, because some of their stuff was expensive.
It was.
So
the first thrift store we went to in our journey that day did not know what they had, and everything was $4.
everything was $4. That coat
That's where
I
I got this one. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
We had some hot fire. So, anyways, who knew?
Yours is cute. I like yours.
Thank you. So I'm wearing a brand I do not know.
That's nice. I wish I could have it.
You can borrow it anytime. If I can borrow
That's
yours.
when we go thrifting together.
Yeah, we're like, when someone
one of
grabs
us
something
finds-
cute.
yeah.
You're like, oh.
That's cute. I
wish I could have it.
it.
All right, now let's talk about something that we're actually qualified to talk about, and that is the movies that raised us. We broke this down into different categories to give our own awards, if you will. Okay, we're gonna just do a little fuzzy award show here, starting
do it.
strong with best talking animal movie, and the nominees are Homeward Bound 1993, Gordy 1994, Good Boy 2003, Cats and Dogs 2001. Now, should we talk about these before we announce the winner?
Briefly, yes. Homeward Bound. If you don't like that movie, please leave. Okay,
Sassy.
Okay. Okay.
Sassy and
Enough said.
Chance.
Enough said.
Gordy. I feel like we should talk about this because
No one's seen
no
Gordy.
one's seen Gordy. Everyone knows about Babe the Talking Pig.
Babe the Talking Pig, Charlotte's Web.
What do you know about Gordy the Talking Pig?
What you know about Gordy?
He was a star.
He was a star.
He had humans jealous of him in
He
his stardom.
did. And what happened to him because of that?
Bacon. Actually, I can't remember how it ends. But
They
I
sent
think
him to a farm, right?
they tried- they
yeah.
tried to
They
turn him
tried
into
to
bacon.
turn him into bacon. I
He
mean,
ultimately does not get turned into
That-
bacon because
that
it
is-
was a kid's movie at the end of the day.
but the thing is like that is like so true to the movies we'd watch because I realized the other day I was like Chicken Run was
Traumatic.
so traumatic because they were turning them into chicken pot pies.
yes. Yes.
I almost said Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
Have you ever had a Hot Pocket?
Once.
Was it hot?
It was a pocket of
Ew.
meat. Wait. No, that's
Ew,
not you.
You know someone's trying to stick their meat in a Hot Pocket too.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna literally throw up. We have to keep talking about these, okay? We gotta stay on the subject matter.
I can't get past
Good Boy. What was Good Boy about? This is one of your favorites.
The Good Boy was about an alien dog. He came down from his planet
Yeah.
to study humans.
I think all dogs were
Report
aliens.
back or something.
I think he was trying to send, like, all dogs were aliens.
And they were trying to go back to space or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so a human boy, like his dog,
Rescues
he realizes
him.
he can talk.
And he
and
can talk to his
communicate with
dog,
the other
yeah.
animals. Cats and dogs, which I thought was cats versus dogs for the longest time because it's basically that's the whole
Okay, so
premise is
we-
cats.
Did
siding
we
with
we
dogs.
determined this though because weren't we debating about this the other day?
It is cats and dogs, and
I don't know. Mandela effect.
there is an evil white Persian cat that's owned by a really rich old man,
But he's like in a coma.
and
He's
the
in a comatose state.
and the cat communicates for him, like
And
as
controls
him. Really, the cat like acts as him, so he can operate his $1 billion business. Like, and then
He needs you to put a picture of the owner on the screen because the way that we reference like looking
This.
like him. Yeah.
anytime in the winter when we're wearing
Yeah.
sunglasses and a scarf, we were like, "Wow, you look just like this man. You look just like him." All you're missing is a little white Persian cat in your lap.
Oh my
as an
gosh, it's controlling
accessory.
you.
And there's a talking beagle, and Jeff Goldblum is in this movie. He plays a scientist who's trying to find a cure for allergies against dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I forgot that.
Yeah, he's trying to, and
I love
the
that
cats
man.
are trying to use it against
Yes.
him.
No
Or
wonder
not him, but the human race to make everyone allergic
allergic
to dogs.
to dogs.
While he's trying to
Yes.
make people not
Not
allergic to dogs. Yeah.
because they want to be the superior pet.
Yes. They're
and
like,
take
if we
over.
make everyone allergic to dogs.
Then they're going to want cats. And then we can infiltrate and control them.
Yes.
It's really sad how the narrative has been made that cats are evil.
It is. I love cats. I
Yeah.
love, except for not Cats the musical, but like Cats the animal.
Have you ever seen Cats the musical?
I can't say I
I
have
don't
a desire
think that
to.
I will ever do that unless I'm forced to against my will.
And the winner is for Best Talking Animal Movie, Cats and Dogs from 2001.
I mean, it has Jeff Goldblum. Period.
What is our next category that we're presenting today?
Best Action Adventure and or Sci-Fi. Spy Kids, 2001. Shark Boy and Lava Girl, 2005. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, 2001. Catch That Kid, 2004. And the winner is, drumroll, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius.
Woo! Applause, applause, applause. The fuzzy goes to... Okay, let's discuss these titles real quick. Because
right.
Spy Kids...
Spy Kids, obvi.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, it was an iconic, action-adventure movie,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the best.
Dream. That's all I remember.
And the outfits.
And the outfits.
Yeah, the costumes.
The costuming. The
And
costume
the
design.
premise of it?
And the
I don't
George
remember.
Lopez of it all.
George
Isn't he in
Lopez
it?
is in that one?
Did I make that up?
He's in Spy Kids 3 as a villain, I think.
Oh, maybe that's right. Those two movies kind of cross together.
I know what you mean, though. Why are they combined
Why
a
are they
little bit?
the same?
No, literally, when you Google Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Google says, see also Spy Kids 3D.
Okay, so George Lopez is in that.
Yeah. No, George Lopez is in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I knew it. You were gaslighting me.
No, I wasn't.
He plays the villain because he's on like the big computer head thing.
I thought he was
It's
the computer
basically-
head in Spy Kids.
No, he's the computer head in Shark Boy and Lava Girl because he's a teacher, and then whenever he goes into the dreamland,
Yes,
he's the villain.
So right.
And tell me
I
why.
was combining them.
Tell me why freaking Ant-Man 3 stole that screen head idea from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Did you see that? Did you see Ant-Man 3?
I only saw Ant-Man 1.
Okay.
So
I'm
I
telling
can't
you, if you know,
speak
you
on that.
know. If you know, you know.
Dude, you were so right. I was combining those movies.
I combine them too, so like I get it because they're like the same. But I know what movies George Lopez is in.
Catch That Kid. Nobody has seen, I swear. Kristen Stewart is in it. Corbin
She
Bleu.
sure is.
He
sure
Do
is.
you know what the premise of it is?
So one of their dads like works for a company or something,
Mhm.
and then they're trying to like break into that company to steal some sort of information.
To steal money because he fell
Because one
ill.
of the yes,
He fell ill
ill.
and he
He's got
can't pay his
sickness,
medical
and yes.
bills. U.S. problems.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So
They really were speaking to some true matters.
and so the kids felt they had to break in to get money to pay for their dad's medical bills so they can survive.
They don't make kids movies the same. They don't talk about real things anymore. They
Oh
don't.
my gosh. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, though, was our winner ultimately. I mean, the movie was so good, it spun off into a whole TV series
Yeah.
afterwards because the movie came
I'm
first.
ready for me drum solo. That's
So-
from the show.
So many good quotes from the Jimmy Neutron movie and a great soundtrack of
Maybe they all went to
2000
go get
jams.
juice or something.
What'd you say? Oh, maybe they all went to get juice or something when all the parents
When all the
disappeared.
parents had, and it was a
Hoopla.
letter that it was like, "We've gone to Florida," and then Sheen's like, "Maybe they all went to go get juice or something."
I'm peeing in the shower. I'm still doing it.
My sex don't match. My sex don't match. I'm in public and my sex don't match.
If you don't know the premise of the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius movie, basically aliens have decided that adult humans are their favorite food,
Yeah,
their
to
favorite
feed
snack.
to their overlord,
Yeah,
and
they decide to steal all the adult humans
because
and so kids are
and
now
I
in charge.
Quote, and I quote, "They look
Delicious. Why do we quote that all the time?
I don't
They
know. I say
look
that all the time.
delicious. Who voices
Oobla.
that character? Because they really ate with that.
They really ate. Oobla. It's toast.
Oobla. I'm crying. Hold, please.
Okay, what's gonna be your roller coaster that you're taking to space, Megan? I already know. The
What?
swings.
Is that how they get to space?
Yeah,
Is
they
it
all
roller
have
coaster?
roller coasters that they then like make into
That's why they're at the theme park. With
Yeah.
We're the kids in America.
Whoa.
Or
Yeah.
what's the other song? That's like it's an NSYNC song. Not oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. The soundtrack though is just so good. Okay, what's the alien's name?
Oobla's the like
King
Cousin.
Goobot.
they really got creative with that one.
Yeah, he's a goo.
He's a gooey robot. And they all do the chicken dance. When's the last time you went to a wedding and they like did the chicken dance?
When I was 5.
That's what I'm saying. No one does it anymore. Bring it back. Patrick
Stewart voices King Goobot.
Of
No
course. No
shot.
wonder. No wonder.
No way.
That's wild.
That's actually so wild. I love that. Oobla.
Oobla.
Okay.
It's toast.
We just keep quoting the same thing over and over because it's so fun to say. All right. Our next category. Best worst movie. Now, these are movies with bad reviews that we loved. All right. Starting with The Cat in the Hat from 2003 with a strong 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think the fan score was much higher. Good Burger from 1997 with a 33%. Looking pretty good compared to that 10.
I mean, that's not bad, honestly.
Dunstan Checks In from 1996 at 17%. I'm pretty sure we're the only people that have ever seen this film. The Pink Panther from 2006 at 21%. And The Fuzzy goes to The Pink Panther from 2006. We will not be taking any further comments about Good Burger not winning. We quote the Pink Panther too much.
For us,
it was a strong
for the Academy. It's just
for the Fuzzy,
for the,
if you will.
Yeah, for the Fuzzy. It just for us, it had to be.
It had to be the Pink Panther.
Much.
It was one
with
that,
a kiss.
This movie is so bad that it's so good.
It's lovely weather we are having.
I hope the weather stays this mild. It's an idiom. You
sir,
are the idiom. Was it fatal? Yes.
Yes.
How fatal?
Completely.
Okay.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
Okay, because Kristen Chenoweth is in this movie. Yes. And he's like interviewing her because her boyfriend gets shot. And she goes, and the last thing he said was, oh, it's you. And then there was gunfire. And the way I always go, oh, it's you. What's the like assistant's name? It starts with a P.
I can't. Pervo?
Maybe.
Something like that. Perot?
He's like
Piro.
So he goes, I want you to research everyone with the name you.
So stupid. So stupid. That movie is so stupid. But it gets our Best Worst Movie award.
It was the look on your face.
Cat in the Hat doesn't hold up as much. That's why. That one is, the set's cool.
But
there's some funny things.
It does. I quote that movie all the time.
There was this cat that I knew back where I came from. He never listened to a single thing his mother said. And that's
you dirty hoe.
All right.
Last quote. Nobody likes a suck up.
We got Alec Baldwin, Mike Myers, Dakota Fanning, Spencer Breslin, and The Cat in the Hat. Good Burger, Keenan and Kel. I mean, that one's a classic for a reason.
It's classic. I just feel like that one's like also like an obvious choice.
Yeah.
You know?
Dunstan Checks In, though. Let's talk about this movie. This movie starred Jason Alexander. That one kid that was in everything, including the Santa Claus. What was his name? Eric Lloyd. Faye Dunaway and Rupert Everett. Okay. And also, a famous monkey. Most importantly, a monkey. This movie's about a monkey that checks into a hotel, but there's also like, I think the monkey's being like not taken care of very well, okay? His owner is like using him to entertain people, but like he keeps them in a suitcase.
Yeah, he keeps them in a suitcase. Is this not the same?
He's an orangutan.
Orangutan. Oh no, it's a different orangutan.
You thought this orangutan did a crime or something?
No, there was that because it was a chimp. There's another movie about a chimpanzee.
We used to make a lot of monkey movies. Remember the one about the woman who had a gorilla, but that was actually a fake one. Because that would be kind of intense to film with the gorilla. They'd rip your face off.
They made that documentary about the chimpanzees like Chimp Crazy or something that came out like last year.
Yeah.
And what is that? There's another movie that's about a monkey, about a chimpanzee.
By the way, Dunstan checked in on the official Wikipedia page, says the film received negative reviews.
I wonder why.
And grossed $10 million against a budget of $20 million. At the prestigious 5-star Majestic Hotel, guest Lionel Spaulding and his dog Neil fall victim to an overflowing fountain. Oh wow, this is going into the full thing of it.
We don't need the full lore.
I don't need the full lore. I'm just trying to remember, like, there was a bad guy who owned the orangutan and the kid was
who's the
trying
bad guy?
to bring it attention. He's played by Rupert Everett. Lord Rutledge. I remember! It just came to me like a vision!
What?
He trained the monkey to steal.
That's what it was.
And so the monkey was stealing from
things.
rich customers at the hotel.
Yes.
And he was using the monkey the orangutan to do his dirty work. Are all
What a shame.
orangutans monkeys, but not all monkeys are orangutans?
I honestly don't know what the definition of monkey.
An ape of some kind?
Because a monkey is an ape.
And is an orangutan a type of ape?
I think so.
Anyways,
we don't have time to go into
we
that.
don't have time to get into all of this. But
anyways,
the best worst movie goes to the Pink Panther still, even though Dunstan Checks In was a movie that we rewatched over and over and over for some reason as a kid, and I will always remember the orangutan
just
going through everything in that rich woman's hotel room and grabbing her sticky boobs and putting them like on his face. Grabbing her boobie inserts and like playing with them.
Oh, I love it.
And drinking her perfumes.
Yeah, that is pretty wild that they would use live animals like that.
In movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. I had to do a music video with live animals, and sometimes I'm like, whoa, that's weird.
It's wild.
Yeah. Wild.
All right. Best coming of age. Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, 2008. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Are you British now?
Yeah.
Okay.
2005. But like a light British accent.
Yeah,
I just like lived there for a few years and then I just moved back. Easy A, 2010. What a Girl Wants, 2003.
And the fuzzy goes to
Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
Yeah, as it should, honestly.
As it should.
Here's the thing. This category was really hard because there are so many amazing, like, sweet coming-of-age movies, but nothing quite encapsulates
the feelings
of growing up and going through the awkward tween and teen phases and coming into your own, like Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
And Aaron Taylor Johnson.
And the Aaron Taylor Johnson of it all. Do we say more? Do we
Period.
need to say more?
Period.
Honorable mention, by the way, this was not a movie from our childhood, but Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret was such a sweet film to come out of the last few years.
That was a cute one.
That really encapsulated those same kind of feelings.
Yeah, that was a cute one.
I was like, oh, so sweet.
Of course, What a Girl Wants.
Amanda Bynes, all those movies that she was a part of. That was one of my favorites.
I still rewatch those and enjoy them.
And that was like, you know, she was going through some issue, like some daddy issue stuff with that one.
Yeah.
Trying to get to know him.
That one's a fun one. Easy A. Another, technically, Amanda Bynes.
Oh, technically, yeah. Amanda Bynes is in that movie.
Amanda Bynes is in that movie.
And that was really like Emma Stone's kind of like
big breakout role. Yeah. Penn Badgley, of course, is in that movie.
Icon.
Looking 40 years old, but still
playing high school.
Yeah, still playing high school. And honestly, never looked better.
In the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, you kind of have to include this in your coming of age nominees.
Yeah. A good one. I need to rewatch that one.
It's sweet. It's very, I mean, it's a drama.
It's a drama.
Sad.
It's sad. That's why I feel like I don't really rewatch that one a lot.
Like, I feel like the second one feels a little lighter even.
Yeah.
With them being in Greece and of it all, you know, second location.
Second location. Budget's bigger.
Budget's a little bit bigger, yeah. Yeah, even with the stuff with like, what's her name? I should know her name because it's in headlines all the time right now.
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively's character. like kind of dealing with like an older man pursuing her when she's a teenager still. Like there's some heavy stuff.
It's pretty
And she's
intense.
at her soccer camp. All right. And this feels like an interesting and makes sense as a transition to this next category, talking about coming of age. Most sexually confusing, parentheses, they shouldn't be this sexy animation. Lola from Shark Tale, 2004.
Didn't make sense.
Lola Bunny from Space Jam, 1996.
Also doesn't make sense.
Balto from Balto, 1995.
Make it make sense.
Kevin Bacon voiced him. Grown Simba from The Lion King, 1994. Now I know that these all are neck and neck with each other. Okay,
This one's a hard category.
but ultimately, the fuzzy goes to Lola Bunny from Space Jam, 1996. She started clapping early.
Well, I wasn't clapping. I was trying to do like a drum roll, but then I started clapping.
Oh, we had to do Lola Bunny from Space Jam because this spawned like a whole new type of sexual awakening for people.
It really did. It really did.
Not me personally, but I understand. They made a very
Compelling case.
yes, lots of curves going on there. That's something.
Body yaddy yaddy
For a
yaddy
bunny.
yaddy yaddy.
We didn't know bunnies could have curves like that,
Yeah, it's something.
and I like how
It's something.
there was 2 Lolas on the list. They were like, "What's a hot name?"
Like Lola
Lola.
was a hot name though.
Lola was a hot girl name.
Because of another movie that's in our next category. She goes
Yes.
by Lola.
She changes her name to Lola because it's a
Spoiler.
hot girl name.
It's the hot girl name.
Maybe I
Maybe
should
I
change
should
my
change-
name. Oh, rock paper scissors for it.
3, 2, 1.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. Get out my head.
Well,
All
that's
right.
not a change. We're like way too in sync.
I got to be Lola. I'm Lola now
Dang it.
for the rest of the episode. I'll test it out.
Test it out, see how it feels. All right, Lola. What are
What's our next category?
No, sorry. But grown Simba.
Oh, grown Simba. I mean, got like a nice little smirk going on.
Yeah.
Not my personal cup of tea, but
Mufasa.
up there. Mufasa now. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Pumbaa though? No, I'm just kidding.
Our mother is so proud.
All right. Our next category is underrated musical. The first nominee is Oliver and Company, 1988. Thumbelina, 1994. Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, 2004. Josie and the Pussycats, 2001. And the fuzzy goes to
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Oliver and Company, 1988.
Woo! Okay, this one was hard to figure out who should get the fuzzy ultimately. But I went back and watched some songs from Oliver and Company, and why should I worry?
I loved that movie.
We love that movie as a kid. It is an underrated Disney movie,
Yeah.
an underrated musical.
Let's get some merch, you know?
Yeah, Oliver and Company is just a really sweet movie about a little cat finding himself in the city and then finding himself a home. He's a little
So
lost
sweet.
kitten.
So sweet.
Thumbelina. I love this movie as a kid, even though I think watching it years later, there are some elements of it that were kind of unsettling and scary. Like I think she gets kidnapped at one point.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But there is a beautiful song in it called "Let Me Be Your Wings." Also, Jodie Benson, aka Ariel, the voice of Ariel, voices Thumbelina and sings songs in it. And
It's hard to beat.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen has Lindsay Lohan, Megan Fox, and she being Lindsay Lohan plays the Lola character we were talking
Yeah.
about.
She
She's
is Lola.
trying to find herself. Coming of age movie. She's trying to reinvent herself in high school a little bit, and she's
Just moved in town.
yeah, and she's also trying to be a part of like
New
the
York
school
City.
musical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she moved to like a
Small
small
town.
suburb kind of town,
Mhm.
and she's like trying to like. She's a little more artsy and like trying to express herself in certain ways, and she's
But
like in
nobody
this-
else does that.
Nobody else
That
does
makes
that.
her a loser.
That girl wasn't one something like longing.
He died.
Win. And there's a side story where she's obsessed with this rock star. She finally gets to meet him and realizes he's a drunk. But then weirdly they become friends.
Yeah, they
which
become
how
like
old is he
besties?
supposed to be? Because she's a teenager in high school.
I think like I'm assuming probably late 20s,
yeah,
maybe 30s,
maybe
40.
Could be
he-
friends with a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Anyways, we won't question it.
We loved it.
Right.
And Josie and the Pussycats also. Sorry, real quick. We got to rewatch that one again soon.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
I think it's like partly like satirical too about
Yeah.
like the music industry.
Yeah.
So it'd be a fun watch. And just the fashion and the songs and everything in it. It's really, really, really fun. What is our next category? All right. We got best sequel or installment that isn't Shrek 2. Or let's be honest, isn't Toy Story 2. Spy Kids
Most
2.
importantly, Shrek 2.
Most importantly, Shrek 2. First up, the nominees are Spy Kids 2, 2002. Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time, 2007. Don't at us, look it up.
If you haven't seen it, what are you doing?
Rugrats in Paris, the movie from 2000. Then finally, an extremely goofy movie from 2000. Now, it was neck and neck.
It was neck and neck, and the Academy did have a heated debate.
We did. But ultimately, the winner is Spy Kids 2 from 2002.
Oh, I didn't get the drum roll.
It's
Dang
okay.
it.
We don't have to do a drum roll
Insert
every
drum
single
roll.
time.
We do.
Insert drum
We
roll.
do.
She said we got to be consistent, okay? Because that's what we hear. We're here on the Fuzzy Pod. We're consistent.
Yeah, I mean, Spy Kids 2, An Island of Lost Time. What's it?
Island of Dreams.
Island of Dreams.
Isle of Dreams, maybe even.
I think it's Island. Is it not?
The Island of Lost Dreams.
Okay.
The Island of Lost Dreams. It stars Steve Buscemi. Did I say
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi. Buscemi?
The more I'm laughing, I
Pancetta?
can't say it. I'm struggling with names. Taylor Momsen, Emily Osment, Danny Trejo, okay, Antonio Banderas, and then of course, Alexa Penavega, Daryl Spar. You know the cast. Why am I naming everyone?
Why are we getting
I'm
going
trying
over
because
that cast?
I'm trying to make our cast.
Okay.
I'm trying to make my case here that it deserves this.
So honestly, the only reason this won and beat out an extremely goofy movie was because of Steve Buscemi's line when he talks about his creations, and he says, and I quote, "Do you think God hides in heaven because he too is afraid of what he's created?" And
I might be paraphrasing, but that's basically it.
no, I think that's like word for word verbatim. Like that has lived in my heart and my soul. Like I say it 3 times before I go to bed.
I think about it all the time when I go to the grocery store and
it just randomly kind of pops
like
into my brain.
Cheeto flavor ice cream or whatever.
So this movie is great because he creates. I love whenever they show like this little miniature.
Yes, I wanted that.
I
so
wanted
bad.
that so bad.
I wanted
he
the
creates
mini
like
zoo.
miniatures of animals, and it's just so cool.
I always
wanted
wish that was
so bad.
real.
Yeah.
And the song at the end, "This Island of Dreams."
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, why?
It slaps. It really slaps.
And we still get a little bit of Floop in this one,
Floop is a bad man. Help us, save us.
played by Alan Cumming, who is the host of Traders, which I'm obsessed with right now. So yeah, Spy Kids 2. What is our final category of the evening, Maddie?
It is best movie about a rodent that isn't Ratatouille. And the nominees are Stuart Little, 1999. The Great Mouse Detective, 1986. The Rescuers, 1977. And Flushed Away, 2006. And the fuzzy goes to The Great Mouse Detective.
Woo! Applause, applause, applause.
All right. Before we talk about our winner, Stuart Little, we already went on a tangent about
Yes,
a couple episodes
yeah,
back.
we did.
So,
that's that.
that's that. The Rescuers. I loved this movie.
I did too. They were
I
trying to
loved
help
it.
Sweet. What was her name? Penny? The little
Yeah,
girl?
so cute.
The fact that it was from the 70s, I didn't realize that till today,
Also,
by the way.
fact that apparently they showed boobies in that movie.
What? Oh, wait! You're so...
The window.
Right.
In a window.
The animators were like, can we get away with this?
Yes.
And they put it in a background.
In the background in a window when they're like flying around.
That's actually really funny. They probably were like so bored after a while. Like,
but the thing is like they got away with
everything.
it for so long.
That's wild. I love stories like that where people are like trying to see how much their bosses are paying attention.
Or did you know that they changed the cover of The Little Mermaid because the castle looked
too phallic?
Very phallic.
That's
I mean
actually,
it was peens.
It was on purpose.
I think it was on purpose.
Now that's a little more sinister, putting massive peens on the outside. No, but there was an animator.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Say what you're saying.
Oh yeah, that's a penis.
Yeah, that's straight up. That's very phallic.
That's penis right there.
There was I think it was an animator for a comic series called Power Girl, and apparently the reason her boobs are so big is that they felt like their editor or like their boss like wasn't paying attention to anything that they were doing, so they made her boobs bigger and bigger each new comic till eventually they were so huge they were like, what the heck? Why does she have such huge boobs? Like, he was making them gradually bigger each time.
Gosh, should he get fired?
Super noticeable. And it became her signature. She's now
insane.
known for that. No, they literally...
That's insane.
The Little Mermaid one's crazy, actually.
You gotta look that up.
We can't show that here, but look that up.
That's wild. Okay, sorry.
Flushed Away kind of slept on as a DreamWorks movie, honestly.
I liked Flushed Away.
It's cute.
What can I say? The slugs?
A rich rat finds his way. A posh rat finds his way in the sewers because another rat
comes up from the sewer,
takes over his life,
and
flushes him down the toilet.
Flushes him away.
Flushes the posh rat.
And he played by
Hugh Jackman, right? Nope.
The other one.
The other one.
Hugh Grant, right? Am I making that up?
Oh yeah, no, Hugh Jackman.
Oh, it is Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet.
All right, great stellar cast.
Ian McKellen.
Stellar
Andy
cast.
Serkis, Still Mahi. Yeah. Jean Reno, who we know from the Pink Panther movies.
So he's trying to make his way back up from the sewers and ends up coming across this evil toad frog overlord. Anyways, good movie. Loved the PS2 game.
Honestly, The Great Mouse Detective ultimately got the win because it was on replay the most in our household because of Maddie.
Yeah,
Maddie
VHS
loved that movie.
Was,
well loved.
Well loved. Well used.
Well played. On repeat constantly. What was it about the movie that drew it to you the most as a kid?
The only conclusion I can come to is I just had a thing for him.
The rat guy or the detective?
The detective.
Because I did, on a Hear Me Out Reddit thread, see that rat guy.
Wait, let me look it up. Now I'm trying to remember. Also, I think I've always just loved a good mystery movie, and I love Sherlock. You know, I like those kind of vibes. So I think that's honestly what it was. But
underrated Disney movie
it's
too.
Honestly, really good movie. I feel like
Professor Ratigan. Nah, that's diabolical. That's diabolical.
Ratigan. Don't they say his name like that?
Oh my gosh! When he rips out of his clothes, I forgot about that.
It's kind of hot, like not to be kinky, but
no. This is freaky. It was kind of scary when he went wild.
Bruh, what? When he went feral?
Yeah, when he became a feral rat. When the rat went feral. Oh my gosh!
Wait, you don't see it?
Rat again. Wait, who's your fave though?
I mean, like I'm kind of into it.
That's the one you're into?
Yeah, I mean, I love a good thick-thighed man, you know?
Mm-hmm. Not Basil of Baker Street. That wasn't yours?
I mean, he's cute. He's a little too skinny for me, if I'm being honest. But I like his brains.
I like his brains.
He's cute.
He's cute.
Cartoon mouse. Or rat.
That's not what we're here to talk about, though. All right. Well, that completes our first annual Fuzzy Awards. We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
There are so many other categories that we could have gotten into, but we wanted to start with this because we wanted to talk a little bit about the actual Oscars going on.
But we weren't really involved with a lot of the movies.
If I'm being completely transparent with you, I think we had big dreams to watch most of them before we recorded, and that just didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but you know what? This is more fun.
Because if we just blindly guess and predict and actually get it right.
Exactly. You come here for entertainment, not to
not
get
our
any factual information.
Our actual opinion.
We know why we're here.
Okay, let's be honest. We're not here to actually teach you anything.
To bring any real education.
Education or value. We try sometimes.
Sometimes. We do deep dives.
Yeah.
I do love a good deep dive.
Me too. And we educated you about the movies of our past.
So you're welcome. But with that, thank you for joining us on this wonderful, chaotic episode of the Fuzzy Pod. If you enjoyed today's episode, do not forget to leave us a rating and review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. And if you didn't know, we're over on Patreon.
Yes.
And we release a bonus episode once a month, as well as some other bonus content for paid and free members. So head on over there and follow us on Instagram at the Fuzzy Pod.
Yes, what Maddie said. And with that, we will see you next Fuzzy Friday. Bye.